Well, what a bad showing to have on Independence Day! Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Show Vidcast, your recap of this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the San Diego Padres as the Phillies lose 11-1 to the Padres as they fail to sweep this afternoon on Independence Day. Now, guys, before getting into this video, please subscribe if you haven't done yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. So, back in the Naples studio, first time recording in here since March of 2020. Right before the shutdown happened, we did a quick spring training game recap here against the Baltimore Orioles. So we're back at it again. The last time I recorded a regular season game recap here since July of 2019 against the Atlanta Braves, where we won the series when Jack came on. Remember that was when Hoskins, Realmuto, and Harper homered. We avoided the sweep against the Braves back in 2019. So it's been a little while here down in Naples, Florida. Now, before we get into the baseball side of this video, I would just like to take a moment and wish everyone a happy 4th of July. By the time you might be seeing this video, it might be July 5th. Since this video might get out past midnight. But I'd like to wish everyone a great Independence Day. And hope you had a good day and honoring this country. And the free home of the brave, right? It's very important we remember that. And wearing this hat, right? I forgot to mention that. The past two videos I've been wearing this hat. I forgot to mention it. So it's an honor to wear this hat, ladies and gentlemen, to represent this country. It's an honor to wear this hat. I'm so proud to wear this hat. This is the 2019 hat. But the 2021 looks really, really rad too. But this is the 2019. But, it really doesn't matter, right? We're still wearing it to represent America. So it's really important that we remember that. And happy 4th of July, everyone. So everyone had a great day, but it was not a great day for the Phils. Vince Velasquez on the mound. He is just not good, ladies and gentlemen. There's no other way to say it. Just totally inconsistent. Manny Machado, he didn't homer once. He homered twice today against the Phils. You saw he homered in the second game of the series. You pick up the scoring summary in the top of the first inning. Manny Machado, here we go. He homers on a fly ball to center field. A 2-run shot also scores Tatis Jr. Machado's 14th of the season, and it's 2-0 San Diego. So Manny Machado definitely did his damage against the Phils in the series, and especially in this game. So he got all of that ball, folks. He knew it. He stared at it. Whatever. It's fine. But top of the third inning, Manny Machado does it again, ladies and gentlemen. Another bomb as he homers, this time on a fly ball to left center field. Tatis Jr. and Cronsmith come around to score a 3-run shot, his second in the game, and number 15 on the season. And it's now 5-0 Padres. So the Padres, but they jump ahead to a 5-0 lead. Manny Machado, ladies and gentlemen, 5 RBIs at this point of the ball game. I tell you what, he was just teeing off of Vince Velasquez. He just was. He was just teeing off of Vince Velasquez. So Vince was just not making good pitches. He just wasn't. I tell you, these are very hittable pitches. And guys like Manny Machado are going to make you pay. Guys like Fernando Tatis Jr. are going to make you pay. Look how deep that Padres lineup is. Do you really feel comfortable about this in the playoff game with Vince Velasquez going out there? I don't, ladies and gentlemen. I for one, don't. And I think a lot of people would agree that Vince Velasquez just isn't legit, and he's not. So I think a lot of us have accepted that is not the long-term answer. It's just not. Then pick out bottom of the 6th inning. The All-Star, the 2021 All-Star, J.T. homers on a fly ball to right field the other way. His 8th home run of the season. And it's now a 5-1 ball game. The Phillies got on the board. So it's always nice to see JT to go the other way. We all know he's been slumping, and I tell you what, over the past couple of games or so, he has looked much, much better. So hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the 2021 All-Star JT. Then top 9th inning, Eric Hosmer doubles on a sharp ground ball to left field. Jace Consworth, Manny Machado, and Trace Grisham come around to score a bases-clearing double for Eric Hosmer. And it's now an 8-1 Padres lead. So I tell you what, I told you, this lineup is very deep for the Padres. This is. Eric Hosmer, another weapon in that lineup. Another guy you don't really hear much about because the Padres just have so many weapons. And I liked him on the Royals. He's kind of a role player. He has a really, really big contract, signed an 8-year deal, whatever it was, like 144. That's just not worth it. The Padres definitely overpaid. The Royals offered him a good deal too. I think it was like 7 years, actually a higher money total, but the Padres offered more years. So that's why he went to the Padres. But nevertheless, Hector Neris was a disaster today, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, just an absolute disaster. 6 earned runs. He was a disaster. An absolute disaster. I tell you what, I mean, this guy is a disgrace. This guy is an absolute disgrace. He in a close situation, we're losing by a bunch of runs. He can't even do well in these kind of appearances. Just goes to show you how bad he is. I mean, he has a ton of potential, but I tell you what, he is extremely frustrating, ladies and gentlemen. He is extremely frustrating. So 8-1 San Diego, and then this just blew it right off. I think Eric Hosmer basically double blew it right open, but I mean, just to add insult to injury, Webster, Rivas, homers on a fly ball to left center field. Hosmer and Profar come around to score a 3-run shot, and that was Rivas' second home run of the season. And it's now 11-1 Padres. A laugher as you bring in Andrew Knapp on the mound. I mean, just ridiculous. He wasn't locating at all. He wasn't locating. I mean, his pitchers were catching way too much of play. It was like batting practice. I don't know what in the world that was all about. I mean, those were just, I mean, I don't even know what that was. I really, really don't. But Gene Segura gets the starting leadoff spot today and collects a hit. But J.T. to the 2 hits, the home run. It was the only run of the ball game for the Phils. Unbelievable. So a little All-Star news later in this video. I'm going to be going off a little bit. Bryce Harper, a rough day. We went hitless and struck out twice. Average now drops to 266. So there's no question that after he hit the home run on the second game of the series, that moonshot, he has not been great. I mean, he's been striking out a little bit. How about Rhys Hoskins collecting 2 walks, right? I mean, we all know that. I mean, I understand he hit that home run in the second game of the series. We all know he has overall been struggling as of late and mixing into 2 walks. I mean, that's nice to see. Just get on base, right? I always talk about that. Get on base. You just love to see that out of Rhys Hoskins. Duper Herrera, I mean, what's going on? I mean, I tell you, he has been abysmal over these past couple of weeks. He did not get the start in center field. He did come in later in the ball game and was hitless in 2 at-bats. Average now drops to 243. I mean, what's going on? How about Ronald Torres? Great play right there. Almost like they did Derek Jeter. Almost like the Derek Jeter throw. That was an amazing play by Ronald Torres over at short. And another ball to Alpo missed, right? I mean, it wasn't the easiest play. Take a look at Vince Velasquez's start. 6 innings, 9 hits, 5 runs, all 5 are earned, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Now, we all know that the walks do him in, right? He's the kind of guy that's going to allow 2 home runs and 2 homers were to Manny Machado, but you know what? This is the kind of guy that likes to allow a lot of base runners. He does. This is the reason why is because he walks a bunch of people. Oh my gosh. This guy walks so many people. And if you're going to be a home run kind of guy that's going to give up a lot of homers, that's a recipe for disaster, especially in our ballpark. Which a hitter-friendly ballpark, you're going to allow a lot of these guys to get on base due to walks, and you're going to give up a long ball. That is a recipe for disaster. And that is what happened today. Manny Machado burned you. He completely burned you. Vasquez ain't it. He ain't it. I mean, it wasn't absolutely like the worst I've ever seen. It wasn't disastrous, but it definitely wasn't good. I mean, 6 innings, 5 runs. I mean, the Manny Machado, I tell you what, I mean, the 2 homers. Just crazy. But Alan De Los Santos, a guy who looked very, very good this afternoon for the Phils. I was very impressed with 2 good innings that were solid. How about Hector Neris, as I just discussed? Only 2/3 an inning, 4 hits, 6 runs, all 6 were earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. This guy is a joke. ERA now climbs to 5.17, ladies and gentlemen. You heard me. 5.17. His ERA now climbs to. This guy is just abysmal. He's a joke. And he couldn't finish the inning. He collected 2 outs. He couldn't even finish the inning. So just pathetic. And Andrew Knapp, and he finishes the job. So he gets the final out right there. He did his job. Unlike Hector Neris. I mean, it's pathetic. You saw what Nick Maton did in Cincinnati, collecting a strikeout on the mound. I mean, seriously. I mean, you bring in position players. Come in the pitch, he wouldn't do his worst. I mean, seriously. So I think we've seen enough of Hector Neris. I mean, this guy has potential, but man, oh man, he is a disaster. I mean, he is just a joke. So the Phillies lose on 4th of July, 11-1. I mean, that was a laugher, right? As we open up a big 4-game series and a 7-game road trip. So as we go out to Chicago, for 4 games. All of them starting at 8:05. And then we go to Boston, 7:10, 4:10, and then 1:10. And then we got the All-Star break. So this is our final game at home in the first half of the season. We are officially at the halfway mark of the 2021 regular season, folks. It's hard to believe we're here right now. Still got a long way to go. Still got another 81 to go, right? I mean, it feels like this season has been... I can believe it's 81. I can. I mean, a lot of people are like, wow, I can't believe how fast the season's going. In the back of my mind, I can, but I don't know. Do you do it every day like I do? I mean, I love what I do, but it feels like 81 games. It does. Big road trip coming up here. It's going to be very difficult. The Cubs, as of late, have not been playing the best baseball. The Red Sox, I mean, they're going to be good, right? I mean, we all know that we're going to have to face an old friend, Jake Arrieta, in the series. Let's lay him up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's show him what an overpaid player he was in Philly. A little All-Star news. Right-handed pitcher Zach Wheeler and catcher JT Realmuto have been named to the 2021 All-Star Game in Denver, Colorado at Coors Field. So congratulations to Zach Wheeler and JT Realmuto. Bryce Harper was snubbed. That is just ridiculous. He was robbed. Explain to me how Mookie Betts deserves to be in the All-Star Game more than Harper. I mean, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. I mean, he's not having the best of seasons. He's not. I mean, last year he was very, very good. But it's just because the Dodgers won the World Series last year. That's the only reason why he's making the All-Star team. He does not deserve it this year. Harper's having a better season than Mookie Betts this year, and he's not going to be in the All-Star game. That is just absurd. Now you have to keep in mind that yes, I understand that Harper has missed some time due to an injury, but you know what? It wasn't. I mean, he's qualifying now for the batting average again. Right? He has enough playing appearances to qualify again, so there's simply no excuse for this. There's simply no excuse. Now, what gives me hope? If Harper can play well over this next week or so, it's going to be very important that he does because Kyle Schwarber made it and he's hurt, right? I mean, he's hurt. So he has a serious strain. So, I mean, Dave Martinez said so. He's definitely not going to play in the All-Star game. So it's going to come down. Can Harper play well this next week? He could make it. He could be an injury reserve. Kyle Schwarber's not going to play. So there's still a possibility Harper could make it. So hopefully he can. But it's pathetic that he was not made an All-Star. It just is. It's pathetic. I mean, is Harper having an amazing year by any stretch? No, he's not. He's not. But now, does he deserve to make the All-Star team? Yes, he does. With all the other guys that made it, he deserves to be there. He does. So I'm not trying to go on a limb and say he's had a great year. I mean, he's had a pretty solid year. He's had a good year, not a fantastic year. It's not like the 2015, of course, right, or even the 2017. But you know what? He's had a very decent season. I think he deserves to be there. It's ridiculous that he's not, but nevertheless, congratulations to Zach Wheeler. I mean, that was a no-doubter. JT, I'm a little surprised at. I mean, I was saying for a while he deserved to make it, but you all know he's been in that slump. I'm surprised he made that All-Star nod. First time since 2013 the Phillies have had more than one All-Star. We had Dominic Brown and Cliff Lee back in 2013 at Citi Field in New York. There's still a possibility Harper can make it. I mean, there's a chance because we all know Kyle Schwarber will not play, so they're going to have to get a replacement for him. Of course, he'll still got credit for being an All-Star, he just won't play. So they're definitely going to get someone in his place. And Bryce, I tell you what, like I said, if he could have a good week this week, he's got a shot. He has a very good shot at making it. It all depends. He has to have a good week. He can't be going on a stretch where he's 4 for 20 for the last 23, right? I mean, he needs to have a good week. So guys, don't watch this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section. At Phillies Stats of Instagram, Twitter, Instagram, call or text 267-225-5092. Email me, philliestats@gmail.com. So we begin the 4-game series tomorrow night in Chicago. 85 the first pitch. Matt Moore 0-1 with a 5.79 ERA coming off of a very good start in New York against the Mets. We'll see if he can come back and do the same thing. I don't think he will. But Davies on the mound for the Cubs, 5-5 with a 4.32 ERA. The Cubs are now back down to 500. I told you they've not been playing the best of baseball. And then we got Nola Arrieta matchup on Tuesday. So let's hope we can light Arrieta up then. So I'll see you Tuesday morning. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. Let's go, Phillies. So we need to bounce back. Rough performance today. I'll see you guys.